Thank you. I'd like to start by introducing Ashwin. Ashwin Srizazilam. Did I say that right? Tell us how you say your name. Thank you. So Ashwin, speaking of somebody who doesn't allow the times to shake him up, this is somebody who has spent many, many years as a monk. Started at, I believe, the age of 13. And from that place, he spent time in caves where he was in complete darkness, no stimulation, for a month at a time, yes? And I think that if there's anybody that could help us understand a little bit about what fear is and how to work with it, it might be our coin monk and master magician of bringing awareness practices to the world, Ashwin. Please, Ashwin, tell us, what is fear?
Opportunity to be here, and this question, what is fear, is what really drove me to choose monastery at the age of 13, because there was no idea whatsoever when there is fear, when there is any kind of a negative emotion, what should I do? School was not teaching me. My near and dear ones, they didn't have an idea how exactly to respond to fear. And that quest really got me into this whole journey of monastery. Went around the world, met all kinds of people from different walks of life. No matter whatever we do in life, inner growth is something so common. And the question you're asking about what is fear, this is what we really, if we inquire inside, if we look within, there is physical, there is psychological, and there is existential fear. Physical fear is merely about your physical surroundings, what you want in life, your food, shelter. You don't want to be in any kind of physical trouble. You don't want to be devoured by a lion if you're, let's say, in a forest. It's something that has purely got to do with your body, and you want to be sure that your physical existence is not at stake. Psychological fear is you're fine. You're sitting in this hall. Let's say you're sitting in this hall and you're afraid a lion is going to come and eat you up. Now, that's purely psychological. You're not in the forest. You're not in the woods. There's no way anything like that could happen until something really, really out of sync occurs. But that's not going to happen. But something that continues in your mind is what we mean by psychological fear. And this is precisely about all who we are, our images, our ideas, our viewpoints, our concepts, what we mean to our spouse, what we mean to our child, what we mean to our parents, what we mean to our colleagues, what we mean to our boss, what we mean to the world. These images, we are constantly either safeguarding them or we are showing them to make sure that they exist constantly. And there is fear, what if this goes away? I have built this image for 25 years. I have built this image for 40 years. And there's constant fear at the back of the head. If this is not being validated, what will happen to my existence? So that is psychological existence. And then mainly, it is the last bit which we look into, which is called the biological existence. We are in this place. We're not greatly scared psychologically, but still we are constantly thinking, what if my life comes to an end? How long am I going to live? The whole idea of life and death, which is very, very primordial, the biggest fear we have. And as soon as we come into existence, this fear pops in, and we are constantly trying to make sure we exist forever. The question is, can we? And looking into all this, being able to see it all clearly, that's what gives us freedom, and that's what has been my journey.
And Ashwin, thank you. What do you recommend that we, everybody in this room, could do, just a simple practice to help us with our fear?
That's what we bring in through all our Ahhaa spaces, where we use virtual reality and artificial intelligence to be able to bring this extraordinary clarity. We believe in tremendous potential of technology. We've heard about technology creating impact in all the spaces out there, but technology creating an impact in the within is something that can totally change the human being, and that's where everything starts. How we feel, that's what we're going to be doing. And the way this works precisely, even when we do it in the whole spaces we look into, is the moment you're clear, there's no fear. And that clarity is to see fear is always in the anticipation. Fear is never in the now. If it is in the now, it's already a challenge. But fear is always what if, what if, what if. It is already happening. There's no question of what if. So if we can really see, it only sustains in a projection. It is never in the present moment. That profound clarity can change our life. And that's what we do through using technology, because once you see it, and today you have VR, today you have all this intelligence to be able to see it more clearly, because sometimes for the beginners, they find it tough to understand on a more verbal basis.
Beautiful. Thank you, Ashwin. So you can check out what he's speaking about. He's the co-founder of Ahhaa. So ahhaa.com, AHHAA.com is where he's suggesting those practices. Thank you.